Jeff, you guys wanted to stay hot at home. Sometimes it's hard after a long road trip to kind of maintain what you were able to do on the road, but you guys showed you're not slowing down. What did you see from your team this morning and into the afternoon?
Yeah, I mean, especially with the 10:30 game after a tough road trip, I thought we were ready from the start. Took the game away from them right off the start, and yeah, I mean, we're playing with a lot of confidence right now, so hopefully we can just keep it going.
Is that something you guys have to talk about, or is it just understood? Like, this team seems to be running real smooth, 9-1-0 in your last 10 games. You guys are almost challenging now for fourth spot in the division. So do you guys even have to talk about it? It's just understood, like, this is kind of a well-oiled machine at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of just put our mind into the playoffs mindset, and that's what we've been doing for the last month or so. So yeah, we knew obviously they've been playing really well, so we were ready for them. And like I said, 10:30 game. Sometimes it's not easy, but we're ready from the start. So yeah, hopefully keep it going tomorrow.
How about the run that Demolish goaltender, he's kind of almost taken over this '1 spot for you guys, and he's been hot, obviously. Just how about the run that he's kind of been on in the last little bit for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he's been a rock for us basically since he got here, and you know, you can just see we're playing with more confidence. And yeah, he's been making the save at the right time. And I think everyone's been playing better in front of him too. So yeah, like, we keep it going.
And the same question as far as Brad Lambert goes. He's obviously been producing, obviously just a rookie, young guy, but he's producing at a great rate right now, especially down in the most important time of the year. What could you say about him and what he's doing?
Yeah, I mean, he's been really consistent since the start of the season. Obviously, he's a rookie. I think he's adjusted to the game. The pro game really well, so yeah, he's been obviously our #1 center since the start of the season, so he's been playing really well. I think you could say that from basically anyone in the lineup right now. Everyone's playing really well, so yeah, just keep it going.
Are you just feeling it right now? I mean, you get the goal shorthanded, get to hit the post. Do you just feel good about your game right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been going pretty well. Obviously, like I said, every line's been going well. Me, Reichs, and Fordo have been some pretty good chemistry between us. So yeah, we'll just stick at it, and like I said, play the same way tomorrow.
You guys were comfortably in control, but when 6,000 kids are yelling "fight, fight, fight," what did you think of that right there?
I didn't hear that, but yeah, I mean, obviously don't want to do it in front of kids too much, but no, I mean, it's part of the game, whatever. But yeah, I didn't hear it, so.
What can you say about those kids, though? I mean, they brought a ton of energy, screaming right from the anthems and right till the end of the game. What does that do for you guys as a team, hearing that many fans and knowing that you're creating another generation of young fans here in Manitoba?
Obviously, that wakes us up a little bit right from the start, but no, it's great just having, you know, the atmosphere and everything, especially a early game. So yeah, obviously it's been great with the kids.
Brad, do 6,000 kids wake you up in the morning for a morning game?
Yeah, for sure. They brought the energy, so it was easy to feed off that.
What's it like to play in front of that many kids? And they, like you said, they bring you the energy, because it can be a little bit tough to start a game at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it is. But you know, these are always some of the loudest games we have all year. So it's you know, nice to have them here, and you know, they get us going, like I said.
This team is going right now 9-1-0 in your last 10 games. You continued. Sometimes they say it's hard after a long road trip to kind of keep things going into the homestand, but you guys showed that that's not the case. You guys jumped on them early and just kept rolling. What do you see from this team in the last month?
Yeah, we've got a lot better. Obviously, we've found our identity, kind of, and you know, we're playing hard. Everyone's chipping in, and I think that's the biggest thing is you know, everyone's going. We got 4 lines going. All lines can score. All lines are playing good defense, and you know, when you have a team that's doing that, it's hard to beat.
Goaltender Thomas Milic named Player of the Week, obviously. What have you seen from Millie in terms of his growth so far? I mean, you played with him obviously in Seattle, so you've known him for quite some time, but just what have you seen from him, and what's that mean to have him as your Player of the Week this week?
Well, he's unbelievable. That's all I can say. There's no words to describe it. He's a great goalie everywhere I've seen him play. He's been, you know, one of the best, or if not the best goalie. So he's been awesome for us.
Just one for me, Brad. Just curious as to what the feeling's like right now in the room. I mean, you kind of talked about it just with Dave's question there, but just the run that you guys are on right now. I mean, what is kind of the buzz like in the room right now?
Yeah, I think it's a good feeling. I think everyone's confident. You know, so definitely a lot more of a happy locker room than it was a little while ago. So you know, it's good, and we got our confidence up, and now we're just trying to keep it going.
Confidence. How do you feel about your game? You got a goal and 2 assists. I know it's not all about points, but when you're producing for the team, how do you feel about your game right now?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel like our line has been good for us. Like I said, well, obviously all 4 lines have, but you know, I think we've been playing well together. We got some chemistry going, and you know, playing with those 2 guys helps a lot. So.
They often say that it's hard to keep things going after a long road trip. You guys showed that that's not the case. What did you see from your team this morning into the afternoon?
I thought we came out with lots of energy in the first period and had a real good first period where we needed to. Slowed down a little bit in the second, but I thought we did what we had to do in the third. So, I expected us to get a little bit tired as the game went on, and we did. And it's fine. I mean, that's part of the travel and part of the schedule, but I thought it was a great effort from them, and they did what they had to do.
What your team went through, just a few months ago, to see these guys 9-1-0 in their last 10 games. You roll through divisional opponents on the road, and now you before we were talking about the fifth and final playoff spot, but now you guys are within striking distance of Texas with a game in hand. So, just I guess from a coaching perspective, how proud are you of this team for what they've been able to do for the last month?
Yeah, really proud. I mean, I think they've and it's on them. I mean, they've done a tremendous job of regrouping. I mean, we lost 11 games in a row, and they didn't quit. And they understood that even though we lost 11 games in a row, I thought we were getting better. As we had some bad losses, which I didn't think were losses. Like, we played really well in those games near the end of that streak that we were going on, but. I think they've bounced back, and they're better for it. They went through some adversity, and now they understand, and they play hard every night.
Obviously, it doesn't get any easier now, Coach, just being the time of the year for one, but also with this homestand, you guys got them again tomorrow, then Abbotsford, Toronto coming up. I'm just curious, what is kind of the key this time of year, especially when you're talking about it at home, defending home ice, and trying to kind of continue this push that you guys are on?
Well, I think now it becomes when you play a lot, and the schedule's been like it is for us in our travel, systems come into play, and so, I mean, they really need to play to the systems. It saved them a little bit, and they've done a good job of that. I mean, it's sometimes your energy's not there, your speed's not there, but if you play smart hockey, you can get away with it, and they're doing that right now.
I was also just curious about Brad Lambert, just obviously the production that he's had, especially down the home stretch here, just if you could offer a comment on what you've seen from him lately.
Yeah, Brad, his offense is always there. He's got some speed, and he can make plays, and his offense is always there. The only thing with him that we're always working on is his defensive side of the game, and that's coming along. So he's on the right path. Yeah.
Parker Ford, 6 game-winning goals. What can you see from him as a rookie? Ties Mason Appleton's mark. Parker Ford.
Parker, yeah. I mean, it's what? It's nice to see Parker rewarded, because he's kind of that whole line. It just works so hard, and they're physical and they're strong every game. So it's nice to see Parker rewarded for his hard work. And it's the same for me with Reichel and Viel. Those guys work really hard, and now as a group they're rewarded.
We talked about energy a little bit earlier. The kids are still yelling and screaming as they get back on the buses. So what can you say about them, the energy they bring to you guys when you have to start a game at 10:30 in the morning?
I think it's great, and I think the players like it too. In fact, I know they like it. It's loud, it's energetic, and I think they got to see some great hockey, and I think it's a great atmosphere.